welcome to another episode of the Project Cambridge Show. Today we are very pleased to be here at the Hingston Hall Conference Centre in Hingston, just south of Cambridge, and we are here for Form the Future's annual conference. So we're going to go inside and we'll show you what's going on.
Thanks, Chris, and thank you all of you for coming to Form the Future's 10th annual conference. It's quite a milestone.
I'm here with the wonderful Pippa Heylings, who is MP for South Cambridgeshire and from the Liberal Democrats. Wonderful to see you, Pippa. And it was a great panel that you were on, wasn't it?
It was a fantastic panel. So I've actually come from Westminster today and I'm going back again, but I came specially because I wanted to be here. It's a passion of mine about what's the future of our young people here in Cambridgeshire in an age of AI. So I'm passionate about this.
That's amazing. So we're only at 11:15. She's already been to Westminster and back already. That is commitment from your local MP, guys. So one of the things that you said that really struck a chord with me, Pippa, you said that what is really on the landscape is a lot of fear of AI, isn't it?
It is. And so you can, if you talk to anybody, you can sense that fear. Also, the government studies that have just been done last year in 2025 have shown that we've almost got this iceberg. So we've got a few people at the tip of the iceberg who understand and can use it and can see the opportunities of AI, as we've been hearing today. But the vast majority of the population, they are frightened, they are fearful, and they are distrustful of what this could mean. And that's a real problem for us. One, because there are real reasons for that fear, you know, and that could be, for example, young people just don't know what it's going to mean for their job options. You know, and so we've seen from the King's Trust that 1 in 5 young people have decided to change what they thought they were going to study because, you know, they want to go for something else because they think that's where AI might be. And a quarter have not taken up the jobs they were offered because they thought those jobs will disappear. So young people are on their own trying to navigate this, and we've got to help them. We've got to help them, give them the skills. We've got to make society, you know, understand it better. And I can talk about that. There was a big national announcement this week, which may be part of the way to helping with it. But for young people, we're still not there and giving them enough.
Agreed. Pippa, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. I know you've got a really busy day ahead, so I know you've got to rush off. But we are actually going to be having a full episode with Pippa Heylings very soon on the Project Cambridge Show. And we're going to be talking about the Arthur Rank fundraising that we're doing. And, of course, we're doing a skydive, aren't we? We're jumping out of a plane. How crazy is that? So we'll join Pippa.
Looking forward to that.
Me too. So we'll join Pippa again soon and we'll talk a lot more. But thanks very much, Pippa.
All right. Thank you.
I'm here with Philip Colligan, who is CEO of the Raspberry Pi Foundation, based here in Cambridge. And Philip was just part of our first panel this morning. It's a really interesting one, Philip, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. We covered a wide range of topics. Particularly, I thought the conversation around how do we prepare all young people to thrive in the age of AI, which is something we're actively involved in figuring out at Raspberry Pi, of course. You
guys are actually doing some fantastic stuff. And we're hoping to get involved with your code club very soon.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Sonja's been asking me to get involved with that, so I'm looking forward to that.
Good.
What I thought was really interesting about this panel is we had the Slido poll at the start, and there was a lot of negativity in the results, wasn't it? You know, people fearful, but almost by the end of the panel discussion, it was a lot more positive, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think we're at this moment of technological inflection, right, where there's a lot of uncertainty. The media is filled with lots of hyperbole and big statements around the future of AI. And of course, there are both risks, but huge opportunities. And I think that's the nuance we've got to bring to this discussion, is how do we be engaging with the risks as a society, as employers, as educators, but also hold on to the optimism, right? And, you know, there is huge potential for how this technology can make lives better, make life more sustainable, open up opportunities for more young people. And so I'm really focused on how do we paint a realistic but optimistic vision for young people.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Well, you guys are doing some fantastic stuff over at Raspberry.
Yeah,
Raspberry Pi Foundation. I think there's some more of your gang here that are going to be talking later today.
Yeah, we've got one of our directors in the learning team who's going to talk about AI and education this afternoon. Diane Dowling's going to be here. And we've got a couple of staff here manning the stand and talking to people about all the stuff we offer is available for free. So any of your audience can go to raspberrypi.org and find it all there.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time, Philip. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. You too.
So I'm here with Iwasiewicz-Wabnig.
Perfect.
Is that okay?
It is perfect.
Oh dear, I'm so relieved. And obviously Vicky as well, who's Aga's daughter. It's great to have you both here. And Aga was obviously just on the panel just then. Really, really interesting. And one of the things I took from what you said, Aga, was that you see AI in very different eyes to your daughter here. That's, you know, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, I think my daughter is living in the world that is full of AI already. And for me, it's a brand new world. And I've never been taught how to think about it. I've never been taught how to use it. I'm exploring it on my own. And I think, you know, what do you say? What the world looks to you about AI?
I think nowadays we get a lot more education about how to use AI. I think we have a lesson in my school called 𝗙𝗃𝗁𝗄, and we learn how to use AI in useful ways so that we don't misuse it, and it enhances our learning.
Yeah, that's pretty good, because I think you're able to actually enhance your learning journey already from early on, while we are catching up.
We are catching up. And I think it was Andy that said, was it Google DeepMind that said that young people really need to make themselves as proficient in AI as they possibly can in order to leapfrog the opposition. So, you know, get in as much of the training as you can to make yourself future AI ready.
Absolutely. You need to get your skills up to the scratch for what is needed for today. And I think, as Andy paraphrased it so good, just think about not AI stealing your job, but potentially somebody else who learned how to use AI to make themselves more employable than you possibly could be.
So I'm here with Andrea Wood from the Cambridge and Peterborough Combined Authority, and Andrea was just part of the panel this morning. It's a really interesting panel, wasn't it?
It was really exploring the impact of AI, especially for young people, on careers and their future employment, and on the population in general, really. So it's a very interesting debate.
And there was a lot of talk about fear, which totally understandable, you know, is a scary thing. But one of the things that you said that really sort of stayed with me is that we cannot ignore the whole piece on ethics, can we?
No, that's right. And I think that is the key thing that we're seeing emerge in early curriculum in education, in schools, which is really good to see, but it's really nowhere near where it needs to be across the wider skills agenda. And I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in an adult skills space, in a post-16 skills space, to really allow people to explore the meaning of ethics in AI and actually what their thoughts are on it and what they need to be thinking about when they're using AI, or if they're ever developing AI. That's certainly important.
Super duper important. Well, I know that you're doing some awesome work on skills and careers and employment. Thank you very much for taking the time to chat to us. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
I'm here with Rachel Coquard. Thanks for having a chat with us, Rachel. How have you felt the morning's been so far? Wasn't it interesting?
Really, really interesting. So insightful. I mean, having a child who is 12, it makes me realise there are so many pros, but also so many cons to the whole world of AI. Whilst it might be scary to me, I also think that it's really, really exciting for the future.
I was going to say, one of the things that Aga said was that she sees AI in a totally different way to what her teenage daughter does, and and that we should also have a little bit more faith in young people, because, you know, we're probably the ones that are a bit more scared of it, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really delved around in it very much, but I absolutely know that my son has, and they are introducing it at school. So I feel like I'm on the back burner, and I actually need to up my game, because children do actually generally know so much more about tech than what I definitely do know.
So I'm here with Phoebe Pratley from Form the Future. Phoebe, you're the Employer Engagement Manager, is that right?
Yes, still relatively new. I only started in August, so only been here 5 months. But
how are you settling in with Form the Future?
Really well, actually. I feel like, you know, everyone's been really welcoming, and part of this work resonates really well with me. So it's not took long to get settled in at all, to be honest.
So Phoebe, this will be your first conference. It's actually my first conference here as well.
Oh, newbies together.
Newbies together. And it's brilliant, isn't it? It's such a buzz.
It's a really good vibe. I was saying that everyone's interacting with each other, lots of great conversations. So yeah, really impressed so far.
And your role today is basically to hang around the Form the Future stands here.
Yeah, man the stand, and, you know, talk to everyone and just give some insight into all the different things that we do, because I think some people know little bits of what we do, little pockets, but when they come over to the stand, they can get the whole picture and see, you know, what they can get involved with, or how they can support, or just to spread the word a little bit.
1, 2, 3. So, just wanted to take a few moments to interview one of our Project Cambridge work experience students for today. And here we have Lauren Smith. And Lauren, you're a student at, where are you studying?
Long Road.
And what are you doing at Long Road?
I'm doing English literature, media and psychology.
I'll be honest, Lauren was invited to help based on her media studies skills, so she can help with the technical side of things. So that's been really, really useful today.
You're welcome.
What have you learned from today so far? What's been useful to you?
Probably all the stuff about the AI in the future, learning about how it might affect us in the future and stuff like that will be helpful for careers and stuff.
And do you think it's quite scary in terms of getting thinking about future careers and how AI might have an influence on that?
I don't think it'll, in my opinion, I don't think it'll get to a point where people will let it take over, because if people don't want it to get it taken over, then like I don't think people would do that. But I do think that it will have a big impact, and that is sort of scary, but also I'm not too worried.
There's so much to consider, isn't there?
Yeah.
And it's changing every 5 minutes. Well, thank you so much for coming and helping today, Lauren.
No,
and all the best with your studies at Long Road in the future. So I'm here with Rupert and Charlotte from CTM, IT support company based.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah,
based in Cambridge.
Yeah.
Rupert, how have you found today's conference so far?
So far, it's been fantastic. The speakers have been amazing. The topics have been fantastic. So yeah, so far it's really good. I've got pages and pages of notes, and yeah, a lot of good takeaways.
Speakers have been unreal, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think Alex as well, 𝗔𝗲𝗄𝗏, the last one was very, very powerful.
I mean, very energetic and a lot to say. That demonstrates the size of the topic, right, and the impact it's going to have. So it's good to have both academics and educators and people on the receiving end of all of this. It's good to hear what they've got to say. And he certainly brought a lot of energy, that's for sure.
Really did.
Yeah.
And Charlotte, your first time here at the conference?
Yes, it's first time, yeah.
How are you finding it?
I really enjoyed it, thank you. I enjoyed Alex's speech and But yeah, it was really good. Thank you.
Great. So you'll be back then. So anything that you feel that you can really take back to CTM?
Oh, crikey. Well, I mean, the impact that AI is having and is going to have is phenomenal. The apprentices coming into the organisations now. We have 9 apprentices at CTM.
Wow.
And we're going to be having more, hopefully this year, in AI, in cybersecurity and tech support. And AI is going to feature throughout the organisation, certainly for us and definitely for our customers.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much, both of you, for taking the time to talk to Project Cambridge today.
Pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with one of our work experience students, with Drew Richardson-Tofield, who's helping out with the audio-visual equipment today. Drew, thanks very much for helping us. Where do you study?
I study at Cambridge Regional College, and I'm studying esports level 3.
And how are you finding those courses?
Yeah, I'm finding them alright. I was struggling at first, but I'm doing alright now.
And with those courses, do you actually find that you get to use AI much?
They don't really let us. There's some things we are allowed to use it for, and there's some things we can't use it for.
And in terms of careers for the future and how AI might have an impact, does that worry you, Drew, or are you okay with that?
I'm alright with that.
You open to what's around the corner?
Yeah.
So how have you found the day so far?
I found it not fun. Like, I've learned new things about AI.
There's a lot to learn, isn't there? Well, thanks so much for joining us.
No problem. My name's Drew, and I'm here with... What was your name? Corrin. Your name?
Laura.
Yeah. So, now that you've seen how this is, how will you implement this into CRC? The AI stuff.
Well, we're already doing a lot at CRC, as hopefully you know, Drew, being a student with us. I think what I've certainly got from this morning so far is a lot to think about. There's a lot of work to do, but it's how we can enhance what we're already doing at college to support AI. A little bit of reassurance in that AI is not going to take over all of our jobs. There are going to be jobs for the future, and it's now how we upskill our students and our workforce to be able to do those jobs for the future.
Yeah. What do you think about the use of AI and that?
Same as Laura, really, but I think I've found it really interesting to hear about some of the free resources that are available, thinking about the future use of AI in the jobs market, and I think we're definitely going to be having a close look at those and seeing how we can integrate them into the work that we already do.
Yeah.
class write a massive fail, and I'm not going to blame the work experience students because it was 100% my fault. However, we did make some wonderful interviews with some great people, and we still want to include them without the sound.